On today's episode of Based After Dark.
Did you guys see the guy who attempted to stay up for 7 days straight on stream?
Well, he did it, didn't he?
He got banned because he was like killing himself.
Those are definitely not his sister's feet. And those are he definitely does not have a wife.
Little
did we know everything
Yeah.
is true. Tpapa probably has honestly never told me a lie in his life.
I think 110 is 15 points. And the
how many
bathrobe is 4,320. So, like, kind of a lot. A decent amount.
Based.
After Dark.
Hello and welcome to the Based After Dark podcast. My name is Krylax. You haven't seen me in a long time, but here I am, and I'm back with a vengeance. For episode 59 of the Based After Dark podcast, let me introduce our wonderful cast. We have Jake C, the other Jake in the base crew. We love it. We got Sater, working hard in his group Hardcore Iron Man, as always, the latest with the big dogs.
We're in the mines right now.
Tasty, in the mines, Tasty Life from YouTube, as always, and Twin, Hamilton.
My
The
twin.
fuck is up, dude?
My boy.
My twin.
Mm.
Thank you to all of our patrons, 254 of you wonderful, beautiful motherfuckers that I love, each and every one of you. So happy that you stuck with us to this time, and welcome
Adore
to the Based
you.
After Dark podcast.
It's good to be
I've
on.
been brother.
gone.
It's been a bit, dude.
I've been gone.
It's good to
Yeah,
see you
it's been a
back.
bit.
I would like to say I just started off the podcast by waving to the camera and not saying anything as soon as you greeted me. That is wonderful for a podcast.
Yeah.
But we have video. They can
I
see
know.
it. Don't worry,
Yeah,
don't worry,
we're
buddy.
good. We're good. Don't worry.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah, but
cool.
to all of you on
Interesting
Spotify,
cast
he
today,
waved.
dude. We got a fascinating cast.
Yeah.
Love it. Thank you to the
Yeah.
boys for coming on, filling in the void. PJ says he will be back next week with a vengeance. The spreadsheet warrior will be back to claim his spot on that. And make
Yeah,
sure he's
rare
getting his reps in.
spreadsheet L for Mr. PJ. You know it's got to be serious when PJ misses a pod.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Tpapa's just giving up, dude. He's fucking 2 weeks in a row. He's
dude.
on a subathon right now, but last time he did one, he came on the podcast, dude. He came on.
I mean,
think-
yeah, he's doing.
I think he's
doing,
addicted to nicotine too now.
He is, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my
we'll
God.
get
Locked
into
in,
that
baby.
because he is addicted to nicotine at this point, and I
I
feel
mean,
partially
To
responsible.
be fair, we all let it happen. We watched it happen. Live.
No, I encouraged it, man. I hate to
Yeah.
say it, but I fucking, it's a little rough. It's it's
The
his
first
fault.
Vegas trip.
Yeah, it's
the
his
first
fault,
Vegas trip
100%.
was like patient zero, honestly. Like that did everyone in on nicotine permanently.
What?
After
You talking about
Yeah.
the very first Vegas trip?
The first Vegas trip.
Dude.
Yeah.
I don't want to think. I don't want to think.
I
about
did
that trip,
everybody in.
man.
I did everybody in, especially Jake. Especially Jake. Like after that, he came home with like 3 vapes. He's like, "Dude, I got every flavor, man. Like I'm trying out with that."
Dude,
Tpapa's been
The-
gone for a while. I think. How long has he been? How many days has he been doing this?
13, day 13 currently. So
yeah,
2 weeks,
and he's
almost 2
he's
weeks.
doing 9 minutes a sub.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might
'Cause
be a
he's a
while before we
psychopath.
see him. Honestly.
Dude, he's doing 9 minutes a sub. He is pausing the timer when he sleeps, and he's pausing
Yeah.
the timer when he works on like YouTube and Behemoth.
Wait, he
videos.
pauses it when he sleeps? I thought he
He
continued.
pauses it.
Yeah, isn't that
Someone
crazy?
gifted.
He's pausing it.
Someone gifted like
Exactly.
50 subs or something, or 100 subs to make him pause the timer when
What
he
the
goes to
fuck?
bed, which is like completely the opposite of how that should work. But that
To be
is,
fair,
like,
shout
Is it
out to that
50
gifter because he was sleeping a lot. Like he was sleeping like 12 hours.
they call it the sleepathon for a reason.
Yeah, this is his
dude.
one
Yeah,
drop
we were
out
bullying the
being a
fuck out of him
sleepathon.
for the first one.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
and you know what's fucked up is he's not even sleeping that much this time. He's sleeping like he's gone for maybe 9 hours, up to 10 if it's a long time to get ready. But he goes to bed at like 5 in the morning, and he wakes up. He starts actually streaming at like 4 or 5 p.m. So like all the American watchers, he's West Coast or something similar. All the American watchers they only see him asleep.
I
He's
know.
literally on a European time zone.
So
The
bad.
dude sleeps every day, man. I can't be bothered.
Dude,
What is
imagine
50
sleeping
subs? Like
every
almost
day.
9 hours? Like isn't that over 9 hours?
I don't even want to
I'm
know,
pretty
dude.
sure
It's a
like
lot.
50 subs just adds a day onto the subathon, basically.
Yeah, well, he's riding to die. My theory is that Annie has actually secretly left him, and now he needs to pay the mortgage, and he's looking for a distraction. Or maybe he can't afford Annie's annual fee, and now he just needs to really like grind out the subs for it. But dude, power to him. Subathons are hard. Like, have you guys?
Those sound brutal. I've never done one. I probably never.
No
will.
one in this
I've not
call has done a
done one
subathon. Hamsey? Well, you've got a real job.
I've done a 36-hour, but that was a charity stream, not a subathon.
That's arguably harder than a subathon, though. It's two different things. Like sleep deprivation is a whole different game.
I mean, it wasn't as much of like, you know, every donation increases the time, but there was a big goal. It was supposed to be a 24-hour, and there was a big goal. You know, the biggest goal on the whole thing that you think is not going to happen, that you just put crazy. Oh, we'll just put this just, you know, because, but it's not going to actually happen. That big goal was to extend from 24 to 36.
Oh,
and when I hit that, when I was at the realization that I was going to hit that, I had a panic. Like, I had like a genuine panic in my heart. Like when like when I realized, dude, when I saw like that we were halfway through and like we were almost at that goal, I was like, oh, dude, this is really bad.
It always seems like a good idea. Like 36 hours, like I could do that. Just 12 more hours. Like that's not that bad. Like I had a stream. This was like 3 years ago or something. I had a 24-hour stream, and I said I would just do the 30-hour stream. That was a channel point redemption. It was like half a million points. And
I remember that.
Yeah, actually, it was bad because they redeemed it, and I was killing Corp the whole 24 hours. That is all I killed 150 Iron Man traditional
I've thought about
Corp.
doing that a lot. Okay, tell me about this. I've actually thought about doing this.
Hamsey's excited, bro.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. It was actually not even a subathon. What it was a Corpathon. So I said what was it? Like a few subs was like every Corp kill or something like that. It was like 2 subs a Corp kill or something like that. Maybe it was like I can't remember what it was, like bits or subs. Anyway, so we eventually had it set to 150 Corp. So not only is it stream for 24 hours, there is no time limit. I have to rush my ass off. Like the slower I go on this kill, the longer I have to stream. So I have to do fast kills. So I'm just like sleep deprived, and it's passing beyond the 24-hour mark, and everyone's like, "Oh, just do the 30." Like, you know, that was a redemption. So let's just like combine the 2 streams and do the 30. Like they were trying to help me out. I was shutting down. Like my body was shutting down. It was bad, and this was like when I was peak degenerate. So I was not prepared for these kinds of things.
So how much Corp did you do?
150 solo kills. And this is not the 10 kills
per hour.
You did that in 30
hours?
No, I did it in 27 and a half. And then I was like,
I need to end. 27 and a half hours? 150? 150
I needed to end. I was like dead inside. Like I hated every feeling. I was feeling horrible. And I kept like having these waves.
Hurts.
I kept having these waves of like, I was like passing. I was like, oh my God. And I had to like keep looking at my screen and specking it. Dude, the amount of times toward the end where I just did like 40 Arclight specs because I just wasn't paying attention.
Were you doing like 37400 or like 32200 or something?
Yeah,
like
37. No, 32200. That's what I was doing.
But you weren't doing like so you were doing like normal solo Corp.
Yeah, not the advanced strat.
Okay. I mean, wow, that's crazy because I was thinking about why I got so excited because I've thought about doing this for so long. But I was thinking about doing like a 2400 KC, like 100 KC in 24 hours challenge.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Like, which it seems like, I mean, if that's what you got, I mean, I'll be doing the same method. So like, if that's what you got, like, and you said you like had kind of no choice but to really go hard the whole time.
Yeah,
that means I could do that in 24 hours while like
you could do 100 in 24 hours. I did 150 in 27 and a half. That was bad.
Okay, wow. Dude, I've always thought about how you just answered a question I've had for a long time.
All I could do was that. And I didn't get anything either.
Of course I didn't get anything. You didn't get anything. Dude, speaking of sleep deprivation and streams, did you guys see the guy who attempted to stay up for 7 days straight on stream?
Well, he did it, didn't he?
He got banned because he was like killing himself, basically.
I thought it was more.
That would kill you.
No, he was going for 10. I think he got to 7. And then they banned him because that like literally kills you.
Yeah.
Like he couldn't
At 4 days, your brain cells
speak.
die.
Yeah. Like it's so fucking bad for you. And dude, even it's indescribable what it feels like to stay up and stream for even 24 hours. Like it's so weird. It's awful. It's terrible.
Can you imagine 7 days?
Well, you're literally delirious at that point. Like
you
you're
just
say something.
The strangest
Like, you
part
have
for
to
me
take
after
drugs.
a long stint like that is when you go to sleep after, there's no easing into. Your body just shuts off. Like your brain shuts off, your eyes are closed, and you instantly just die and wake up.
You
What's
know
the
what
longest you guys
happens?
have stayed up
Hours
for?
later. The
30
longest
hours.
I've stayed up for
total.
was
Yeah,
like
mine's like 30.
52.
Oh my god.
52,
Oh my
bro.
God,
Why?
dude.
EDC Las Vegas.
Oh god, dude, that's
my
fucking
52
insane.
hours.
dude. I'd guess
EDC
mine is
yeah.
40.
But the thing was, is you go to the festival at 6 p.m. You leave the festival at 6 a.m. and then you go and you're still just staying fucked up, and then you go to the day clubs that open at 11, and then you're there all the way until you leave for the festival the next day. And then I went all the way through and woke up again, or not woke up 5:30 a.m. the next day on the second day.
That's fucking awful. It sounds awful.
Yeah,
Like I feel like my
It
body
was.
would physically pass out. Look, I don't know if this happens to you guys because I'm pretty sure all of us have done like a long 24 hour or something like that. But what happens to me every single time, I think I've done 4, is that I will go and try to go to bed. Except my body is just so like freaked out. Like it just does not work. It'll take me like 30 minutes to an hour to fall asleep, and then I black out for 4 hours. I wake up. I'm
Every time.
delirious.
Yeah.
I'm like looking around.
You
I
wake
black
up?
out again for 4 hours. Every time after 4 hours, I wake up. And I sleep in these weird 4-hour stints until I wake up at some unnamed time, like 2
Really?
days later. Like that's always what happens.
That
No,
is
what
so
what happens to
funny.
me is it's a 24-hour strain, but I've really been up for like 27 hours at that point.
Yeah.
And I try to go to sleep. Yeah, like you said, half an hour. I wake up 4 hours later, and then I'm up for like 5 hours. I'm feeling fresh, and then I pass out for like 14 hours. That's what happens to me. And
Yeah.
then I'm like, okay, I'm good now.
Yeah. I just always remember the confusion after the first 4-hour stint of sleep. I wake up and I'm like, I don't know where I am. I don't know what time it is. Like, I don't know who I am, dude.
I wish that happened to me because it's almost like a self-regulating check. Like you wake up and it gives you a chance to maybe regain consciousness for a second so you don't get ruined, and then you go to sleep. Like I'm out for 17 hours. Like I'll go to sleep after that, and then I'll just wake up like a day and a half later at 6 p.m. And I think it's the morning, but it's definitely not. It's the morning for me,
Yeah.
I guess. But yeah,
Dude,
there's
it doesn't matter when I start a 24-hour, always fucks up my sleep schedule. It always ruins my sleep schedule no matter what, because my body is just like freaked the hell out.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I mean
I
you don't
only-
even get to like I'm definitely the kind where I pass out after, and I'm like maybe 3 hours, 4 hours, and then I'm up. I just can't do like the long. Like I would love to pass out for like 12 hours after, but I mean I feel like you just wake up after and just like you're just all fucked up. Like nothing makes sense. You feel like you should be sleeping, but you can't.
Well,
I
dude,
feel like
it's-
your body especially is trained against like sleep at all.
you have
to
a
be
crazy
honest.
body. Yeah. First off, you have a crazy
Thanks,
Your
man.
body hates
You do
sleep.
have a
Your body
crazy
hates
body.
sleep.
Yeah. You know what it reminds me a lot of is after like a really long, like a bender, like a drinking session. I go to bed, I'll like pass the fuck out because I'm super drunk and my sleep is terrible. And then I'll wake up at like 7 or 8 in the morning and I'll feel like death. And then after that, I'll go to bed again and I'll get real sleep for like the next 8 to 10 hours.
Yeah, I think
You know?
that's what it is.
Yeah, because that's like
yeah.
a scientific thing. They've studied your sleeping patterns when your body is like excreting alcohol. And funnily enough, like the effects of sleep deprivation are nearly identical to the effects of alcohol. So I wonder if that's related at all.
Oh yeah, dude, you feel wasted, man.
You do feel wasted. Dude, I'll find a clip of me after my first ever 24-hour because I had never done anything like that. I didn't know what to expect. By the end of it, like, you would have thought I was putting on a show. Like, I was fucking around and joking and, like...
But that's where
trying
the
to,
magic
trying
happens.
Trying to, like, ham it up. And then, like, this dude's faking it. But no, I genuinely was losing my mind. Like, it was fucking
Dude.
awful.
That's
it was
that's,
so
the
bad.
cape-
that's where
At
the real
end,
magic
you had
happens.
the cape on. You had the
Yeah,
cape on for like the last 3 hours, and you're just like, oh, I forgot I had that on.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay, dude, yeah. Good fucking times, dude. That was a simpler time in the RuneScape community, man, truly.
That was
Dude, it
similar.
was.
Yeah, because that was like
I
COVID
never
boom and
imagined-
everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
I do wonder what is like harder or easier is like doing a kind of 24-hour bender like that where you're out on your feet moving side to side all around the place, putting substances in your body, or that same amount of time, but like sitting at your computer doing a stream.
I think it's easier moving. Actually,
is so
believe
harder.
it or not.
Yeah,
But moving, like
Sater, yeah.
honestly, as soon as I end a stream and I felt exhausted, which is basically every stream, I just want to just lay down. If I go for a walk or something, I'm like back good, and I'm like, wow, I was really tired right before then. I think moving, not like
moving
rigorous.
is huge. Yeah, moving is super huge for that, dude. Even when we were doing like our start of the group hardcore streams, and I was going for like 14 hours or some shit, like I would feel like I was dying, and then I'd just literally get up and do like 10 squats or walk around or go outside and breathe fresh air, and then come back in, and I'm like, oh, I was just being really mean to my body, and this is what I'm supposed to do as a human. It's like move around, dude.
Yeah, sitting, man, takes a toll.
Sitting is bad, dude. Sitting is so bad for you. It's awful. It's wild that when you think about it, like 90% of the fucking world, their job is sitting in front of a computer.
So bad.
Bro, that's why that's why they're so unhealthy, or shit's wrong with them, bro, or shit happens, like
that's
health-
us,
It
dude.
leads to like
we're them.
mental diseases too. It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
just your
You're
body, it's everything. It's your mind.
Way to call out the whole community, bro.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not
but it's
doing
not
me
even-
any favors with my back either.
That also includes driving, though. The only times I feel like genuinely falling asleep while I'm at work is not when I'm walking, it's when I'm driving. When I'm just sitting for an extended period of time and I just can't move. Bro,
Yeah.
it happened earlier today, man. Where I just felt like I couldn't do the rest of the day. I'm falling asleep, and then as soon as I'm out of the car, I'm fine.
By the
What
way,
was that
Jake,
one
you've
moment?
been looking good, and I know I saw you in Orlando, but yeah, that you've been killing it. Oh, also I heard you're flirting with not Tpapa's sister. Is that right? Is that what I heard?
He's trying to
You almost
back
said
up on
flirting with
Tpapa's
Annie.
sister.
Yeah. You're not supposed to know about that.
Can you
Tpapa
explain
has
what's
guns.
happening
Don't
there?
flirt with his wife.
Are you
dude.
going on a
Dude.
date with her?
Like, I remember joking about it in Orlando because I wanted to be a part of the Tpapa Slice family, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be
Yeah,
a
yeah.
fat W. That's more exclusive than any clan you could possibly get in on RuneScape,
True.
dude. That's the tippity top, dude. Being a part of the Tpapa Slice family. And then she
Oh, this
comes
is
onto
real.
his live stream and she's just so, she's extremely attractive, okay? So, I joke around a lot, okay? She's super pretty, dude, okay? I didn't
man.
expect that. All I knew from her was the feet.
Why
pics,
didn't you
know what I'm
expect that? What do you mean you didn't expect that, dude? What are you trying to say?
What do you mean by that
dude,
exactly?
That almost slipped by me. Max caught like that slipped. That was
It
like over my
threw
head.
me
for a
back a
second.
little bit, okay? It surprised
No.
me.
You saying you wouldn't fuck Tpapa? I mean,
Look,
come on.
we saw
Dude, have you
Tpapa
seen
as a
him?
girl. I love him, but he's hideous as a girl. He should not.
Oh, yeah, I wrote down on my phone T Mama half slice or something like that, or half price. Something, or
What?
She Mama half price. That was his name, dude.
Dude.
She Mama half price.
Oh my god.
Is that good or
Oh
bad?
my God.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Wait, that was,
Just tell me that's bad. I'll get over it.
Unfortunately good. Unfortunately, man.
Unfortunately good, yeah.
Okay. It's sad that I fumbled it the first time. I couldn't remember it.
good.
But dude, that whole subathon has been such good.
when are you
content.
flying out, dude? When are you flying out?
That's the real
Where are you
question.
taking her?
The real question is, when is she flying out to one of our events, Runefest? Let's get her into RuneScape, boys. What do you think?
I feel
I
like
would never
living
do that.
around
I don't think
Tpapa,
Tpapa
if
wants
you're
her to go
not-
to our events, dude.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think that's
shit.
what
I don't know if
explicitly
that's
disallowed.
So true, yeah.
I mean, hey,
Uh,
I flew out. I had a great time.
I
It was
think she
awesome.
would be fine. I think that's just Tpapa projecting his own insecurities. She'd have a great time, dude. We'd probably
Well, at the
like her
same
more
time-
than Tpapa, you know?
No, she definitely have a great time.
Tpapa didn't want Annie initially on our trips, did he?
No, I don't think so. I think Annie was busy for the most part when we first started doing trips. But then, then it became more of a regular, solid thing, and she saw
Right,
it was
yeah.
like a cool time, and so she started like actually.
she's
making
super
I
time
feel like
for it.
she was
Yeah,
probably the one that didn't want to come on the trips at first.
Yeah, she's probably like, leave me out of this, dude. No, but I warmed him up, dude, because I met Annie, me, Tpapa, and Annie went to Whistler. And I think I was the first person to meet Annie, I'm pretty sure. And I'm still not convinced she's real, but even back then, I was like, is Tpapa going to pull up like a last minute excuse like, oh, she missed her flight, even though we were on the same one, she can't come, like just me and you. No, but she
Really
is
good AI
unfortunately.
programming.
Yeah, no, she's cool as fuck. I love Annie. Yeah.
Definitely
Yeah.
thought Tpapa was lying the first like 3 months that I knew him. I just thought he was. I love Tpapa to death, obviously, but I thought he was the fattest liar when I first fucking watched the stream. I was like, those are definitely not his sister's feet, and those are he definitely does not have a wife.
Little
This
did
man
we know,
just
man.
little did we know everything
Yeah.
is true. Tpapa probably has honestly never told me a lie in his life.
Yeah, no, like
Honestly.
you see him, he's wearing his Supreme sunglasses, long shaggy hair, ripping dabs, and I'm like, this dude has a wife and I don't? No. Absolutely not.
That's Mormon.
There's
Yeah.
no way.
You know,
Yeah, dude.
I've known Tpapa fucking as long as anyone in this internet community.
This
man.
sounds like
So-
a eulogy right now. By the way.
I remember, I remember when the whole meme of the sisters' feet first started, and actually, Tasty, I think you were in the chat at one point. So if everyone doesn't know what we're talking about, Tpapa used to have a channel point redemption on his stream to show a picture of his sister's feet,
huh?
and I remember it was just always one picture. You know, it was always just one picture, and then all of a sudden, you know, there was a new one. And then there was like a new one after that. And then it became not just like show a picture, but it became this whole show. You know, there was a song that
Yeah.
you play with it. There was this whole like act. And there was these like different versions of like, there was like some soapy ones and like, you know, and then I can't remember what the exact sentence that he said was, but they were talking about where these new pictures were coming from. And Tpapa said, yeah, well, when we took those pictures, you know, there's something. And then I see in his chat, maybe like 5 or 10 people all at the same time go, we? What do you mean we? You were part of the picture taking process? And he's like, yeah, you know, that's not weird, man. What do you mean? Like, I have to go make sure they were looking good, dude.
That's
had
exactly
to
how you
make
would have
sure
said
they
it.
No,
were
it was I remember that because it was like new pictures of his sister's feet in a hot tub. And
Yes,
everyone was
it was the
like, dude,
hot
are
tub.
these like new? And he's like, yeah, we had a photo shoot the other day. And then everyone was like, we? Like, what do you mean we had a photo? He's like, yeah, I invited my sister over to take pictures of her feet in the hot tub. And everyone
She's
was
getting a
like-
cut of the money, right?
Everyone was, it's channel points. There's no money,
Fucking
dude.
There's no
Everyone's
money, dude.
Losing, everyone's losing
I-
their minds, dude.
I asked her about it when I went out there to visit because she was around, and I was like, "Well, one question I gotta ask you is about the feet pictures. Were you like fully?" And she, if I remember correctly, she may correct me, or Tpapa may correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought it was like it was a bit they came up with together to like for reaction. To have something that people can spend their channel points on that people would like laugh
Well, whose
It
idea
doesn't
was it?
matter.
Her idea or his?
It doesn't matter why they did it. The fact is they did do it. You know
did
what I
do
mean?
it.
I don't.
They did it.
I don't remember whose idea it was. I want to say it might have been hers, to be honest with you, but probably not.
It might have been. You know,
Collaborative
fun
effort.
fact, Annie was the original streamer. I mean, his
I
sister.
actually didn't know that.
Sister Slice was the original streamer?
Sister Slice.
Is that true? I didn't know that.
Wait, really?
Yeah. She was the original streamer. Actually, I think even his logo that he uses still to this day, the like iconic lightning bolt, I'm pretty sure that was her logo
Oh
for
my
her
god!
like when she started streaming. And
did
she
not
just
some
know
deep
that.
lore,
she
actually.
just didn't keep up with it.
This is deep lore.
I didn't
Yeah,
know
no,
any of this.
I told you, I've known the boy for a fucking minute now.
I'm a
Yeah,
founder.
Hamsey True has been in there for a long time.
That's true. You got a founder's badge there. Forget about that.
Yeah, he's got one of mine too, dude.
The Tpapa lore stream.
That's crazy, though.
Yeah, and look
What
at
did
him
you
now.
Yeah,
stream?
Addicted to Zins. Addicted to nicotine.
After
Yeah,
knowing
the
him,
downfall.
you realize it's not that crazy though.
Oh, no. No, it's really not.
It's not. It's not. It's not out of pocket at all. Well, anyway, like we deep dived into the Tpapa lore there for a
Yeah,
second.
we should
but,
do this anytime someone misses a pod. Just go into the lore of
Well,
that specific
PJ
person.
Oh,
also
dude, that would
missed.
be
So
so
what's his
Yeah,
lore?
PJ, dude. I remember
What's it?
finding
I don't know
PJ,
much
bro.
about. I don't know much about PJ other than
Dude, when
That
when
he worked
I
at
when I
Kroger.
found
lore for
PJ,
sure.
he was going for. I remember I got into his stream because he was going for his Inferno Cape, and I was like really enjoying watching the journey. I love First Cape content. You know, that's like my favorite thing to watch. So anytime I see someone going for Cape, I'm always up in there every single stream, and that's when I found him. And then I remember being in. Actually, then we started base, and he was still going for it. And then I remember I was at the bowling alley, and someone pinged the disc and was like, PJ's at Zuck or something. Actually, did we start based yet? I don't remember.
You're at the
Base had
'cause-
been a thing for a while when he was doing his Inferno.
Maybe it
King.
was.
No,
Yeah,
'cause
but it was
I thought-
it was new.
The idea
No,
for
because
based was formed
when I met him for the first time, that's when we literally.
Well, yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was definitely based was already a thing because I remember seeing a ping in the
Yeah.
Discord, and I remember being at the bowling alley and pulling out my phone and watching his ass get that cape on my phone in the middle of the bowling alley. Friends were like, "Yo, it's your turn. Hold on."
Yeah, that was his partner push thing. When I first found him was forever. It was a 36-hour killing only Zulrah stream. Because that was his.
Yeah,
that was his.
that's
yeah,
when I first watched him. That was the first time I watched him.
Prison Joe, his thing was he literally would do Zulrah for hours and hours, only Zulrah, and would just yell like he always does, and that's what the persona
Rub
that
oil on
everyone
himself?
loves.
Yeah.
Yeah, well
Getting
that was
greased
like
up.
even pre me, but he was just the prison, and he was. I just remember being so entertained by just him, not the, and that's when I knew obviously it was a successful field for him to be in because of how interactive
He just
was.
got
And he was
energy.
just killing Zora.
Oh, perfect.
I never, it was perfect for it. But yeah,
The same
all
thing with
the way back
Tpapa,
then.
honestly. Even Tpapa's got so much energy. Dude,
I'm
if I
so
was doing
jealous.
a subathon on day 12, I would be just fucking like, I'm already just leaned back like today when I streamed. I was like, yeah, I can't do this. It's just, I don't know how you keep
I
up that
think
energy at day
You'd
12.
be better at it than you think because you go in with the mindset that you are going
This
to
is
be here
not
for
ending,
a long
yeah.
time. So like you pace yourself a lot better than you would. Because I do the same thing. When I go live, I rip it and I yell for like 2 hours. And then I'm fucking pooped like a golden retriever puppy, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm turning my camera off. Like you guys, we're watching Hell's Kitchen, but I'm gonna keep playing RuneScape. So
I'm 100% the most hype within my first 10 minutes, and then it's just downhill from there.
I know. Dude, I actually hate when it hits like the 4-hour mark and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to keep streaming for a little bit, but I should end because this is just
The
not
moment
fun
you check
anymore.
the uptime, dude. Yeah.
Oh, it's so bad, dude. I check it uptime in like an hour and a half these days, to be fair. I'm like,
It feels
Oof.
so good to not
Damn.
check it for such a long time, though. You're
no,
just having a great time.
well, when I say these days, I mean like a month ago when I was still doing Duke. Because it was just
Oh,
Duke
yeah.
for 300 plus
Bro.
hours.
oh yeah, that's fucking
Uh-huh.
insane though.
But this account, I've been putting in hella hours. I streamed like 200 hours in the past like 3 weeks.
How many times did you check uptime when you were killing Fosani? Or no,
Honestly,
wasn't
I
Fosani,
wa-
Nightmare
well,
in general.
I was
So-
really degenerate
Yeah,
back
OG
then, to be
Nightmare.
fair.
You
So I was
were,
actually
yeah.
very addicted. I hated that grind, but I just had nothing else going on. Like I wasn't even exercising. I just fucking ass in chair, then go to sleep. Like ass in chair, go to sleep. It's like whatever. So it was painful, but I never checked uptime back then.
It was
and you were
easier for
killing
me when I was
actual
doing it on the
Nightmare.
UIM. I would set like a 25 kill limit on the UIM, and then just, however long that took, you have to do 25 kills.
Yeah.
A Fasani?
Uh-huh.
Well, mine wasn't Fasani's. Mine was normal Nightmare.
Right, his was
Yeah.
like the more painful one without the
Right.
teleport. He had to
Yeah.
run.
Didn't you also
Like,
finish
oh
it?
god,
Didn't you finish it like the day Fasani came out or something?
you did.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
Fasani
no,
Fosani
nice,
Nightmare
bro.
was
Day
the day
one
Nightmare
Fasani's, I
came
got the
out.
mace.
Yeah.
I spent
Did that make you feel like?
Oh yeah, it was hell. It was just so bad. Like, I mean, it was nice being done with it. Don't get me wrong. Like that, just
Oh yeah, it was.
was nice.
It was
But
hell.
Fasani's was such a breath of fresh air, and I actually enjoyed the fight. And I was like, I did an 18-hour stream, and I got it hour 17.
Yeah, that's insane. That's so crazy, dude.
And the craziest part was the first like 8 hours of that stream, nobody was getting drops because they didn't plug in the drops. And Mod
Oh,
Arcane's
that's
like,
right.
oh,
Yeah,
everyone's
they
just
broke
really
it.
unlucky, haha. they were like, they had like this sample
Jagex, I
of
beat
like
for sure.
6,500 kills that the clans had done, and they're like, nobody has a drop yet. Nobody.
Wait,
Wow,
no,
that's crazy.
I didn't
yeah,
know
you
that.
remember that? Yeah. And it broke when they released it.
Oh
dude.
my god.
So I
That
was
is
hella
so-
upset because I was rank 1. Like at the end of that day, I was rank 1 Fasani's by like 10 kills.
Dude, see, that's like the kind of fucked up thing is that whenever they add like a new boss to the game, because it's like that can happen, but so like, oh, maybe just avoid it and don't do it until. But on the other side, they could fuck something
be
up
broken.
where like
it
it
a
could be
good
broken
thing,
and
yeah.
you get too many. Like you don't know what you're
Perfect
getting. There's
example was my 1 KC Fang on TOA, dude.
Is that what happened there?
Invocation,
Oh,
yep.
yeah, I remember
Within
that.
the first
I remember
hour
that.
of TOA, the chests
You think they just
were
made it
so
that
nice.
like you were like everyone was getting purples? Or,
It had a much higher rate doing entry modes,
Oh.
like as if you were
Oh,
doing standard or something like
oh my
that.
god.
Got an 8-man
First Fang in the
zero
world,
Jag
Evo.
X, dude. Gotta love Jag X.
Bang, dude. Oh, loved
World
it.
I
First
remember
Fang.
the mace drop was a 9/11 level event in the community. I remember that being like
9/11 level.
I was
It
gonna
was.
say the
In a
same
good way,
thing.
though. It was like a good 9/11.
in terms of
though,
like
you
the
know?
notoriety that it had in the moment that it happened. It's like, oh, he just got the mace. Oh, like the towers have been hit. You know, it's like one of those.
It was crazy. It
really was.
Like,
They
it
just
was
got it.
magical, man. 'Cause it had
Everybody
been-
knew about that in like 30 seconds. It was
Yeah,
like,
it had been 11 months. I only grinded Nightmare. It was daily for 9 months straight. And then there was a 2-month intermission where Fasani's hadn't come out, but it had been announced. And I didn't kill any Nightmare. Then day 1 Fasani's. And everybody was watching me too, because like everyone was like anticipating, like, okay, Sebe's the Nightmare guy. So day 1. And Lake got his mace like 2 days before the Fasani's announcement. And I was just like, damn,
guy.
like Lake got his mace now, and I have to wait 2 months because I'm just like, it was so pointless to continue because I knew Fasani's was going to come out, and I just had to wait. It was horrible. But yeah, day 1, crazy.
the lore.
Jeez,
I can
man.
just after that, like I'm fine having the conversation. But after that, I heard like a little voice in the back of my head of PJ going like, "Wow, you guys are talking about RuneScape."
too much RuneScape,
Bro,
dude.
PJ was flaming me for riding a fucking bike. Come on, man. Come on. Last week I watched
He's
that
blaming you
shit.
for dying on a bike, buddy. All right.
No. He
It's
was like,
not the bike that's
no, he
the-
would.
Yeah,
No. It was
we
the bike
did add
thing. I
bikes
listened
to the gay
carefully.
list.
I
That's
listened.
true, that's
I
true.
listened carefully. He was like, if you bike, you're gay.
But they deserve to be on the gay list, dude. You know?
The funny
that is
thing
a
is,
decent
the funny thing
way.
is like it's actually true, but like I'm not in the like skin suit. I mean, I guess this
You
is
should
not
be,
a skin
dude.
suit,
You
to
should
be fair
be.
right
Like,
now.
do
Yeah,
you have the
flashing
skin
lights.
suit, the long helmet, the speed helmet?
Yeah,
you know,
like the
whole
like the
fucking thing?
Hal from Malcolm in the Middle, like the fucking like red fin in the back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, those people are psycho.
Well, dude,
Oh,
Fat
they have
Clouds
a-
wears that. He does that.
I know.
He's got
I
the
actually was
skin
talking to him in Orlando, and I don't know how he came up. And we were talking about biking, and then I was talking about it. I was like, "Oh, do you wear the suit and everything?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Dude, I fucking hate people like you."
I've never worn a suit. I don't even wear a helmet these days, which is probably not great, but I just
Oh, don't wear a
Yeah.
helmet, dude. Shit looks lame.
Yeah,
it does,
that's true.
and I want to get
You know-
like I want to get my hair like platinum. You know, I want that
You know
sun to
what's
hit
Yeah.
it.
fucking wild
Yeah.
as shit? I don't know if I talked about this before on a podcast because I remember talking about it. But when I was like younger, my family had a dinner party, and like one of the people there was like a brain surgeon or something like that. And he like over the course of the night, he brought it up like several times how he rides a motorcycle to work every day, but refuses to wear a helmet because if he gets in an accident, he wants to die. Because he works with brain trauma patients all day and he sees how awful it is. So he's like, guys,
Did he just bring that up?
Yeah,
It's
he
hard
was
to
like,
know.
Oh
no
yeah.
way.
By the way, I
Well,
ride a bike, so
They were
just 'cause
talking
I
about
don't
like
wear a helmet 'cause
cars
I
and
wanna die.
bikes.
Like,
They were
you
talking
know
about
what I
cars
mean?
and bikes.
Oh,
He's
okay.
like, yeah, like if I never wear a helmet either. And everyone's like, what? Like, what are you talking? I was like,
That's
I'm
such
12.
a pick me girl.
Like,
That's a pick me
dude,
girl statement.
he
What a
was.
pick
If
me
you're
girl
if you're a brain surgeon, you're a pick me girl for sure.
Bro,
That's a requirement.
Wearing a helmet while riding a bike is like praying range at P2 Verzik.
Yeah, who the fuck does that?
Yeah, okay. I need to bring this
That's
up.
pretty
Dude,
good.
you
That's
gotta
I like
tweet
that.
that.
I like
That's
that.
the tweet, man.
I like
That's
that
the
a lot.
tweet.
That's the tweet.
Is that my tweet today?
Oh,
dude?
that
I'm
kid's
gonna
pretty
put it.
good.
I'll save it just in case you forget it. You need
Do you
to-
guys
need to remember
have
that
like
one for sure.
really top line toothbrushes? I'm just curious how many of you like use like the
Got
$100
Oral B.
yeah
Viper.
Oral B
No,
IO
no.
thing or whatever.
I don't brush my teeth.
Yeah,
That's
well, yeah. No, okay, so I finally last month got like an actual I've always had the vibrating toothbrushes, but they're like, you know, like the $15 ones, just like whatever.
That's
But I
extra
finally
good.
got an authentic like Oral B like $80 utensil.
Is it worth it?
Oh yeah, it's the thing is I'm not even used to it because I used to just scrub just like with my hand, and this thing is like, nah, don't do it. Like it has a red light if you're like scrubbing. You're just supposed to let it go. Like you're just supposed to like put it on your teeth, and it just does all the work for you. So
But shit's wildly uncomfortable though. Honestly, the vibrating is really intense. You got to get used to it.
Well, I was already used to it because it already was vibrating. I was just going to town on my teeth. But this is like very nice, and I would recommend it to anybody.
This is now a toothbrush review.
You're
podcast.
never beating the allegations, Sebe.
No, the thing is like that's fine.
Viking vibrating toothbrush, dude.
Yeah, no, I'm all about it. Like
Going to town on your teeth.
I'm comfortable with my sexuality, so I know this is based after dark. Where you always
Bro's
gotta
going
bring
to
up
town
the
on
gay
his
stuff.
teeth, dude.
I know.
I was sitting there listening.
PJ would not be having a great time right now. I don't know.
Dude,
if
I was
he'd be
sitting there
comfortable with this.
listening. I was like, dude, I'm
Yeah,
so
me and Cogs
childish.
were just
Can you
both holding it in, dude. I can tell.
Can't fucking help it, dude.
I'm like, bro, I'm such a child for that. Bro. I was sitting there listening. I was like,
No, but
dude,
real
why am
talk,
the only one?
I would recommend it if you guys haven't.
Dude,
my
let me
dad
guess.
just recommended it. It was nice.
Let me guess. You got a referral link. Code Sebe 10% off. Is that? Are
I
you plugging
wish.
it like the nuts, dude? You plugging the nuts
Dude,
again, man?
nuts has honestly gone so hard. Like a lot of people have gotten that shit. That's not even a sponsorship either. That's just straight up share.
That's
like
just
that.
we went over this. That counts, dude. That you profit off of people doing that. That's a
It's
sponsorship.
great.
bro.
It's great, dude. But well, it's because I only profit off it because I actually use their site because I only get in-store credit. You know. But
You
it's
get
worth
free
it.
nuts.
That's fair.
Now I'm like debating if I should just find some other cool site that has like share links because most sites have those kinds of things. I'm like, it's kind of brilliant.
Manscaped, dude. Oral B probably got one. You could be an Oral B
Oral-B.
influencer. Yeah.
Just a self-created sponsorship. They don't know they're sponsoring you, but you know that they're sponsoring you.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
wear like the T-shirt, plaster logo on.
I should
Me
actually
is Coke Zero every day.
I should just reach
Dude.
out to Nuts like unironically and be like, can I actually get a real sponsorship? Like I would shout you guys out every fucking stream. I already do.
I mean, dude could do it. Just be like, yo, look at my referral link and what it's done for you. Here you go.
Bro, Hamsey, didn't you try to be a FourLoko sponsor? Didn't you try to be a
So, fun fact, I am sponsored by FourLoko and I haven't done anything. I don't know if they ever cut it off or anything because they still send me all the things. They send me like my profile of stuff and it's like a whole like point system of like posting a picture on Twitter, posting his stuff on Instagram and like certain like it's like a ranking you move up and stuff they send you based off like how much stuff you do and I just haven't done anything. But I'm still in their system.
You got to jump on that, man. You got to encourage people.
Yeah, should I start posting like living my FourLoko life like a
I've
selfie of
been
me, like
I've been FourLoko free for 7 months now, but if you got a referral code, I would break. That would break for you.
yeah. I don't even know if there is. I gotta see. I haven't even logged in. I don't even know if I know my password anymore.
I can't even believe this is a real thing.
Oh yeah, it's a real
You got
thing.
some like
dude.
Four-Lokos logins and shit, dude.
yeah,
Bro,
yeah. have a
speaking of
FourLoko
that,
login.
get your Zyn reward account.
Oh,
You
there's a
guys are
Zyn reward.
wild,
Hold
bro.
up, dude. What?
Dude, there's a Zyn reward. You don't know about
Stop
this?
it.
Nah, dude. What?
Chill, bro. Look at the back of your
Oh,
can. It has a QR code, bro.
I don't
I can't
have
believe
any
you've been
Zyns.
buying this shit and you don't get rewards,
Dude,
dude.
there's nowhere near me that has Zins. I had to buy these fucking things. I had to buy Rogues, which
Bro,
are
there's
people.
no way. You live in the like probably one of the fastest growing cities in the
Dude,
US
I
right now.
I
There's
swear to
no
God, I
way.
gotta drive. I mean, okay, I have to drive like 15 minutes, but that's pretty far for a smoke shop,
That is-
dude. You know?
That's pretty far.
Okay,
That is
let's
pretty
see.
far.
That's crazy
I'm-
that a rewards program for tobacco is allowed.
I'm
It's not tobacco,
inputting my
though.
information now. Yeah, it's not tobacco. Yeah.
Oh, it's nicotine.
It's nicotine salt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
Oh.
I'll take a rewards program. You could put a rewards program on anything, and I'll sign up for that bitch. I don't care. Give me
Dude, my
something back
cocaine
for all
dealer
the
should
money
have a
I
rewards
spent.
program.
Bro, real.
What?
Bro, they should.
That's crazy.
You'd probably be the man. You could set that up too. You just have to pay for it. That's probably what they don't want.
Aren't there like
set
legitimate
that up.
benefits to nicotine besides just getting addicted to it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
I've
no,
heard there's
it's-
like, at least the stuff I've read, like as long as you're not smoking cigarettes and getting all these other chemicals, I've heard like
Yeah, well, smoking or vaping or putting any foreign material in your lungs to absorb like chemicals through is just bad for you. There's no like particularly good way to absorb nicotine, but it is one of the most highly studied and highly effective focus enhancers. Which is why, do you know what I've been doing recently? This is maybe gross, but also maybe cool. I've been taking pre-workout recently. I drink a shot of espresso and I put a Zyn in.
Oh yeah,
And I
you were
go to the
saying that.
gym.
What?
How long
Yeah.
do those last? Like, what is?
I mean, they essentially leach out nicotine for up to 45 minutes, is what they say.
Oh, Jesus.
Depends how
Okay.
wet your mouth is.
And then does it last
depends how
beyond
good you
45 minutes? Or you
I
just
mean,
keep-
it's like a quick rush after 5 minutes, and then it just slowly tapers down. After like 10, 15, I would say I don't particularly feel that much. But I don't. It depends on the person. But there's a chatter who big guy in my community named King Kiefer who's big into like powerlifting and stuff, and he goes to a dedicated powerlifting gym. And it's so common now. Like the powerlifters have all caught on to this. The bodybuilders have caught on to this. There is something in his gym called a Zin wall, where
What?
people they take out their used Zins and they stick it on the wall. And there's like
That's
100
disgusting.
used Zins on
That's
this
so
wall.
disgusting,
It's
man.
gross. It's filthy.
How does the
dude.
gym let that happen?
That's
bro?
awful.
I
nasty.
don't know. I really don't know. I would not if I owned or even if I was a minimum wage employee at a gym, like I would scrape that off because that's fucking gross, dude. But yeah, no,
If I was
it's good for focus.
minimum wage, I probably wouldn't unless I was told to. You know, I'd be like, oh, that's cool. You know, if I was
I know,
managing the
that's
gym,
cool.
then for
It's a
sure.
fair point.
Yeah, no, I guess it depends on where you work, but I've got a strong sense of pride in my gym establishment, so I want it to be clean.
See, that
but
sounds
yeah,
nice
Seder-
and
Not
all.
all bad.
It sounds nice. I mean, I would. I'm not gonna get involved in nicotine just because I know how fucking addictive it is. But yeah, it reminds me of mushrooms though. Like when I was doing mushrooms, like workouts were just fucking phenomenal, just insane.
You would wait.
so much
you go
focus.
work out on mushrooms?
Oh yeah, those are always
Like
my
a
best
dose
workouts.
or like a micro dose?
Like a micro, like I would do like a gram because I kind of had some
That's-
tolerance built up.
Oh,
So it was
okay. Yeah,
pretty
that
much
makes
like, you know, like half a gram probably.
I
But
was
no,
about to
dude,
ask
I
what a
would.
microdose is because I'll take like a decent amount and I don't really feel anything. I don't feel like maybe it's affecting me and I don't know, but
Dude, no, I mean, I would have the craziest workouts of all time. Like I could go on forever until my body was just beat down. Like I would be drenched in sweat. Like I can't work out like that normally. It's
Would
so
you
much
do, like,
effort.
Weights or cardio, or like what kind of workouts
I would do
you
weights. Like I would do like kettlebell squats, and I'd fucking do like 200 kettlebell squats, like in a fucking row, basically, because my body could, like, I knew it could keep going. But if I was sober, I would have quit like way before that because I was just like tired. I was like, I'd get bored of it, kind of in a way. But with the mushrooms, you have so much
You're
focus.
sore.
Oh, you're beat
Oh,
down. Yeah, like 2
so
days later,
sore,
the
yeah.
DOMs is just going crazy. But it's like, damn, like that feels so good to have so much focus for
True.
a time that you want that focus. So yeah.
That was like me, except with weed. I didn't have the focus, but I did not.
Oh, you'd
feel
work out on
fatigue.
weed.
I'd work out stoned, and I'd run. I'd run like
Oh,
3-4
shit.
miles.
How
Did
do
you
you
ever, like
do
injure
that?
yourself? Did you ever
Yeah,
fall
dude.
over or anything?
No, I did hyperextend my muscles on my legs, especially from running so long without I just run. I'd hit the runner's high like a mile and I'd be high as fuck. I'd be floating for like 3 miles.
That's
instead of running.
fucking amazing, dude.
Dude, I would. But then I'd wake up the next day and I literally would wake up and try to get out of bed and I nearly would
Dude, that
fall because
hurt.
my legs would just hurt so bad.
Yeah.
And I had to stop. At least running on it. I can still lift with it and everything.
That's that would be worrisome if you were actually lifting heavy weights while
Yeah.
high or something. That feels a little bit dangerous. If you're just doing basic
is,
weight
for
stuff,
sure.
it's fine, like light stuff.
The main
Oh,
thing
dude.
is you don't have a pain response like quickly from your body that tells you like, hey, this is too much, or hey, you're hurting yourself because
Yeah.
it's numb.
Yeah.
You're just like, that's the only thing. But it helped with my shin splints a lot because I used to have those. So
These are the
cool.
craziest
Shout out.
Zin rewards I've ever seen in my life. I thought they would be like Zin related awards. Sorry to
no,
pivot.
they
I'm
give
looking
you
at
like
the page.
Target gift cards and shit.
Yeah,
It's hilarious.
The,
yeah.
the cheapest one is a metal Zin can to put your Zins in. There's a hoodie, a
Zin
Blackstone grill, a smart TV,
They have a Zin hoodie?
a Dyson. No, it's
Dude.
just a menthol hoodie. It's got like a car on it. It doesn't even say Zin.
Oh.
There's a smoker, an iPad, a rangefinder, a fucking cooler. What? This is crazy. A bathrobe.
This is some real shit.
There's a
This is some
There's
real
a
shit.
cashmere bathrobe. It's not cashmere. It's fake cashmere. Dude, that's
Yeah, there's no way it's actually
insane.
cashmere.
How much do you have to buy to get a bathrobe?
I think one tin is 15 points, and
And
the
how many points?
bathrobe is 4,320. So like kind of a lot, a decent amount.
I could go
Dude.
for that.
Your gums are like
Tpapa's
your
gonna
gums
go
are
for that.
diseased, and you're 10 years down the line, and you finally get your fucking bathroom.
Yeah, you're like, let's go.
Bro.
God.
The tech would be you get a bunch of people with one account that all's in, and you put all the points into that.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
then-
The only thing I
you
care about
probably
is
have to
the
do
medals
that.
in case.
Then you got to
That's
share the
only thing.
rewards though.
Well, that's fine, but it's still you get your reward quicker.
You're
do you
making
pref-
Zin alts, bro. You might be addicted.
Zin alts, dude. Oh my
Zin
god, we
alts.
alt in Zins now,
Dude.
Oh hell
Zin
no.
alts, bro. We're out here duping QR codes and shit. We're out here on the Zin rewards hustle, bro. Just think.
Dude, I mean, if you had roommates, bro, set that shit up. You know, you guys all just use the same account and get yourself a nice, I don't know, something.
I'm gonna make a homie at the dump and just have him like the guys who sort the trash. Just give me all the Zin cans.
Yeah.
Honestly, become
Damn.
a millionaire. It's probably not even worth the work. You gotta put in all those codes. It takes you like 36 hours. Put in all your points.
Dude,
So,
so,
who's coming to Runefest on March 1st? Are any of you?
I will
I mean,
absolutely. Yeah.
I think so. I haven't made the moves, but I mean, I definitely plan on it. But like March in fucking UK, dude.
It sounds horrible, but
It's
it's
just
going
so
to be fun because
unfortunate.
all the boys are going to be there.
No, it's still gonna be fun because
Yeah.
the people make it.
I'm gonna
That's
need
why
you
I've been
guys.
telling people they're like, you're going to Birmingham, like, I'm like, dude, it doesn't matter where we go.
Yeah,
you know,
it could be
like,
Nebraska.
Yeah, and also like I'm still looking forward to seeing like an authentic UK place. It's not like a tourist trap, you know, like
right.
real shit.
Exactly.
You know, like that adds to it as well. But like, it doesn't matter where it is, or I mean, time of year definitely could have been better if it was in September. But like, it really doesn't matter where it is. You know, it's the people that you're taking. We don't even live in places. You know, we're all remote in our relations to each other. Like we're all
We don't even live in places.
We don't
like
even live in places.
like we're all online and we know each other and have a good time without even being in person. So like, if we're in person, you know, it doesn't matter where the fuck we are. Like that's it's besides the point.
That's true. That's
What
true.
are we? What did
Honestly,
I come
like-
into? What is
We're talking about
We're
Birmingham.
talking
Runefest.
about Runefest.
Oh,
the vibe,
yeah.
The vibe I would get from just like a late night Birmingham stove at the back of a pub, like that's something to cross off the bucket list for sure.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, some
I'm
real
not-
shit, dude.
Yeah, I was told. I remember, man. I'd want to go to Runefest. I really would. I just really can't justify it, to be honest with you. Traveling all the way out to Birmingham.
It's expensive.
That's a big thing for sure.
It is a big thing, and I got a busy 6 months ahead. I am down for the all-inclusive Mexico shit if that happens.
He's got the passport. Is that
Oh.
new? Is that a new
That's right.
passport, buddy?
Shit, I got to get
Nah,
Dude, that
hey,
shit looks
yeah.
crisp,
Hey,
But hey,
hey.
I'm ready.
dude.
I don't know
Is
what
that an
that is.
Australian dollar?
I
What
think
that?
it is. Yes, $20 dues.
Dude, they use pounds there, bro.
Oh,
Do they really?
Bro, one thing I learned about that money, it's almost indestructible. Like, try to tear that shit. You
I don't want to tear it.
tear it,
No,
tear
you
dude,
fucking dickhead.
dude, trust me, dude.
Try it.
Light it on fire. It's invincible.
Bro, try to light it.
Trust me.
You're not gonna believe it, bro.
Yeah, that's kind of how Canadian money is too, dude. I still got 20 Canadian dollars. It's indestructible, dude. I use it all the time.
Is that loonies or toonies?
I don't know, but
Use
you
it
owe me
all the
20
time?
of
What
it.
do you mean by that?
What
does he mean by that,
I was
buddy?
like, this fucking guy, dude.
That's mine. I'm still sad about that. Like, it was like 20 euros that was in my car when somebody broke into it in Orlando.
Oh,
That
not
was
the
fucked up,
euros,
man.
dude.
You got screwed
Wait,
over.
you said it was $100. I thought it was $100.
Yeah, it was $100, and there was also like a $20 euro in there. You know that. my
Oh,
friend gave me.
not the
I like
euros,
that.
bro.
And the
Rest in
most
peace,
disrespectful thing, though, was this money. The reason why it was in the car is because I had a little chicken in the car, and it was under the chicken because it was the money chicken, bro. Okay, you know.
No,
I just wanted the
course,
money
of
chicken in the
course,
car.
yeah.
They took the money chicken's money.
Oh,
You know,
dude,
that was
just a
not
chicken,
the euros,
dude.
man.
Yeah, dude.
Take
They
everything
It's
took
a
else.
chicken
Don't-
now.
No,
That's
he's got
fucked
money.
up.
Come on, dude.
Oh man, not the
Yeah.
fuck, not the dude, not that,
That's sad.
sucks, man.
But dude, I got away so fine compared to what could have happened. You know, just completely losing my car, like our
Yeah, that's
neighbors
Florida.
when their keys
Your
got
car could've
stolen.
been gone.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
Saving grace might have been someone was parked behind you.
That was our
Oh,
neighbors.
not the
saving grace.
euros, bro.
Yeah, bro. My
Leave the
euros.
euros out of it, man.
I've had this
Thank God,
passport.
probably
Sorry, I've had the passport for like 3 or 4 years though. Never once left the country. That's why I'm so eager to go to Runefest with you guys. You know what I'm saying? I need a reason to leave the U.S.
too.
just for just once. You know, just once, dude.
I've been
It's
to
gotta be with you
Mexico,
guys.
but I've never been across the ocean. So that sounds extremely exciting.
Yeah.
You've never been across the
first
pond.
time
No.
across the pond. Yeah, is there anything you guys have like a bucket list item for your UK adventure? Just one thing.
Yeah,
that you
yeah,
wanna do in
yeah.
the
I've already
UK.
talked about this on the pod before, so I'm not gonna get too into it. But
Leave.
they have these drinks in the UK that are like they're like the UK version of like a FourLoko. It's called Dragon Soup.
An old FourLoko though. It has caffeine.
Oh,
Yeah. It's basically
I remember you talking
it
about this.
basically has like half the amount of alcohol, but twice the amount of caffeine.
Yeah, it has 200 milligrams or like 175. It's like an actual Celsius.
It's like an actual
plus-
it's like an
plus
actual Red Bull or
5
something.
shots or 4
Yeah.
shots in a can.
I think it's like 2.
Is it 2 shots?
I think it's like
Is
half
2
the amount.
shots
I
almost
think it's
200
like 2,
milligrams?
yeah, instead of 4. I think it's like less alcohol but more caffeine. I don't know. We did the calcs on the pod at one point. I think that's
The calcs.
I think the consensus was like less alcohol but more
Okay.
caffeine. So that's like their version of the FourLoko, and yeah,
It's
yeah.
better
so-
deep. DPS.
3.75 shots per can.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
what it says.
3.75.
'Cause,
Oh, okay.
well,
so that's actually
It says 3.75 units, which I assume. So that's probably an ounce. So that probably is like a little over 2 shots. Because
Is it
Oh,
caffeine
yeah,
and
yeah.
alcohol mixing like really bad for you?
It's not really good for you.
So is it.
grow
I'll be
up,
back.
bro. It's not a big
Yeah,
deal.
It's
fucking
an upper, it's
grow
an upper
up,
and a
dude.
downer.
Come on,
Dude.
man.
Is it? Can you smuggle that back? Can you bring it back?
Yeah, if you put like a
Can you
banana
imagine
in it or
it? I mean,
something.
maybe, bro. If you like,
I don't
checked it
see
in
why
your-
not.
Well, they have weird rules with alcohol, but I think if it's sealed and you're traveling internationally, like it's okay. I don't know. There's some
Yeah,
weird
I-
It
thing
has
with
to be
it.
sealed for sure.
I doubt they sell that shit at the duty free.
Imagine if they did though, dude. Right next to the Louis the 13th, there's just a $10 case of Dragon Soup, dude.
Dude, I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's a small chance they sell it at the duty free, but like
No.
that's your only
How
chance. I
big are
think.
these cans?
They're
Are they big, like
five
FourLoko
500 milliliters.
I
in
think
a-
they're like a.
it's half a liter.
cans? Half a liter. Okay.
Half a liter, which
Alright.
a standard FourLoko is like 700. So it's slightly smaller than a FourLoko.
It's like
Bro,
a
it's
ghost.
crazy that it's 700 because what is a bottle? Like 750?
A bottle
Yeah, a bottle of wine is
A bottle of-
750
A bottle of
milliliters.
alcohol is 750 milliliters.
I was thinking of bottle of
So,
water.
how-
Sorry.
How many dragon soups are you taking before you get lost? Like how many
Dude,
dragon soups?
I honestly wouldn't even. I would be scared to drink 2 just because of the caffeine.
The caffeine, yeah.
Like the
what
caffeine
I'm
is what'll
saying.
get you. And like, if I'm drinking a Dragon Soup, like that's not the only thing I'm doing that night. So like, I gotta be slow with the caffeine intake, dude. You know?
No,
I would
if I'm drinking
I'd
a
forgive
dragon
wine.
soup, yeah, if I'm drinking a dragon soup, you're looking at the dragon, buddy.
yeah,
I'm trying to
you,
find
are,
it.
you are entering the fucking dragon. That is for
the
sure.
layer, yeah, for sure. That's like dragon soup for sure. It's like gives you the fire breath for sure. I bet. Do you have
Yeah,
any good
dude.
do you have a flavor scope? Are you scoping any of the?
No,
flavors out?
you
Do
know
got
what?
the-
I gotta start looking into that. I don't know.
All right, welcome back after our short break. Sater had to leave. We are discussing Northern European tobacco products. There's one from Finland called like the Black Death. That's 150 milligrams.
Yeah, it's like. Does your gum just shrivel up and die when it touches it? Like you're like a snail, I imagine. Like you put it in your mouth and your just flesh shrivels and
Yeah,
goes
that's
back away from it.
like I feel like you would puke blackout. Like, dude, Johnny shit his pants. Olive shit his pants and puked on 6. Imagine what 150 would do to him, dude. He probably would die. He would have like a
Right,
cardiac event, man.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I even like 6s. Like if you accidentally put your tongue on a 6 or something, you taste it. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
imagine accidentally licking like a 115 or whatever the fuck you just said.
I just want to like smell it.
You guys seem like the
God.
type
Probably-
of people that would kiss poisonous frogs, dude.
If it was really cute.
Yeah, exactly,
know?
bro. If it had a
It's
cool
not my
color
fault.
scheme to it.
If
Yeah.
there was
If someone
an
did it
upside
before
to
me
it,
and said it was
sure.
okay.
That's true, yeah. Well, Hamsey usually does that for everyone else. So, like, it's only fair that we kiss the poisonous frog for Hamsey, you know?
Yeah. Of all the things
Do
I've
you
tested
guys
for
have? Yeah. Honestly, do you guys have like a jump off the bridge with your friend moment? Do you have like one of those in your recent, not recent memory, but like where I'm sure you guys have some that have happened, but like where it's like, oh, he's doing this, so I'm just gonna do it too, or I'm just gonna do it because the group is doing it. Type
Usually,
thing, you know?
anytime I'm with you guys, yeah.
I know.
We
but-
don't jump off too many bridges, man.
Right.
Yeah, but there's definitely been.
Maybe I'll
that's got
talk
me to
about that
do a
on the
lot of
Patreon.
Oh, Patreon big.
That's the Patreon. The Patreon topic is, what is your jump off the bridge moment? What's the dumbest thing or the craziest thing you've done because someone else was with you?
Yeah, I don't
Like,
know, man. I mean, I have people. I feel like I have like a pretty good judge of character. So if someone's gonna do something, you know, I feel like I could, and I trust this person. Like, you know, why not?
Yeah, I try to vet my close friends to make sure that their jump off the bridge moment is something that I would be willing to do anyway.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, I have kind of one. I think I talked about it. Is when I was young, I was like kind of a little kid. I was in 8th grade, and we didn't mean to do it. It's when we evacuated the preschool by accident.
Your preschool?
Yeah, well, it was a preschool attached to the school I was at.
Were you a
was-
preschooler?
I was in 8th grade.
Okay.
Yeah, it was I was hanging out with my buddy Marcus, who like we were like super tight in 8th grade, and his dad was a teacher at the school that we went to, and he was on like the off campus, like the sub campus with all like the empty classrooms that used to be a whole different school, but they bought it out, and so it was like a couple classrooms and a bunch of like storage areas, and so his dad's classroom was attached to a storage area, and we just like fuck around in it all the time after school, and there was a fire extinguisher there. And like we were little kids, we didn't really know how fire extinguishers worked, and we were like, "Dude, we should fucking spray this thing." And he looked at me, he's like, "Do you think this still works?" And I was like, "There's only one way to find out." And so we ripped the emergency tag off the thing so it actually worked, and we sprayed it all over the place, dude. We just sprayed that fucking thing. Turns out that sets off the fire alarm. If you didn't know, the chemicals from a fire extinguisher will set off the fire alarm. And we like sprayed it everywhere, and then we left and we walked around for like a couple minutes, and then the fire alarm immediately started going off. And we evacuated like 4 preschool classes, and I think like a kindergarten or some after school program. And the firefighters had to show up because it was not like a scheduled drill. Like they acted as if it was an emergency, because as far as they knew it was, they just saw a school fire alarm going off. And my parents actually still don't know. He got in a lot of trouble. My friend Marcus got in a fuck ton of trouble. And we had to stay after and clean up the whole, like the entire storage room. Even though it was fucked up before we got there, we had to clean the whole thing. But yeah, that was a ride or die moment, dude. I jumped off the bridge. It was fun. It was a good time.
Yeah, man.
I didn't know the actual foam sets it off or whatever. So you pulled the tab,
it's like a
nothing happened,
spray.
sprayed it, left, and then it went off.
Yeah, like a couple minutes, like a
After.
minute or two after it went off.
Yeah, it sprays some
Damn.
shit on your hands, doesn't it? So they know who pulled it.
No, that didn't happen. I mean, we
When
we
you pull the
fessed up.
fire alarm?
Dude, we came back to his
That's what they
dad's.
tell
No,
you
no,
to
not
keep
the
you from
fire
doing it.
alarm. It was just a fire extinguisher. We sprayed it
Oh,
everywhere. And
right,
those
okay.
chemicals, when they hit the detector, make it. Do fire alarms do that when you pull them?
Yeah. I mean, in
That
my
sounds
school,
something they would do at like troubled schools. Like they
well,
would
well. My school was not a troubled school. It was a normal dude. Okay, so me and my friends were
I'll have you
absolutely.
know.
We used to fuck around so much, dude, and like there was one period where we were just wreaking havoc, like day in day out. I don't know, kind of piece of shit as kids, like whatever. We grew up. But like there was a point where like it was like almost every day, like we were in it was the vice principal's office. She was like the enforcer, and she always knew that we were doing something, and the fire alarm went off, and it wasn't a drill, nothing caused it. It turns out that it was someone fucking around. Like that's what it was. Like someone pulled the fire alarm. And so now the school is doing like a little quick interrogation of trying to find out which student they think pulled the fire alarm, and they went fucking straight to me and my boy.
To you.
Oh,
Like,
no.
Dude, no, like we were the first ones that they said they pulled us directly, dude. Like everyone was outside in like the fire drill like protocol area of where you go. And this woman came straight up to me and my friend, and like, I don't know, she saw us laughing like maybe thought that meant like we had something to do with it, but like we're just fucking having a good time in life, enjoying. And she immediately came up to us like, "Let me see your hands." What the fuck? She's like, "Which one of you did it? Let me see your hands." And they checked our hands to see if we had any ink on us. 'Cause the alarm apparently sprays a thing right after.
Oh, I didn't even know that. The other thing like that I've heard of is in swimming pools, like public swimming pools. If you piss in them, it has a dye in it or whatever that turns your piss blue.
I thought that was a myth.
So after being a pool boy for a decent amount of time, I actually learned that for the most part it is, but some places do have it. Like some of the water parks and everything, like they'll have it to try to like isolate, especially if it's in the water too. They'll be able to see where it is. So if they drain it, like, they'll see.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of gross. That'd be mortifying because I piss in pools all the time, dude. I let it rip. I just piss.
No, trust me, because I had a couple of my friends, and they, I was talking to them about that, and they were like, my friend was like, "Oh, I really gotta piss." I was like, "Well, don't piss in here because it's gonna do that shit." And then my friend's like, "I already did," and it was just fine.
I already did. Yeah.
Oh, like, oh, great, all right, so we're good.
Did we have any topics today? I looked in the Based After Dark thing, but I didn't see any new ones.
Let me see.
Hey, someone have any topic they want to do? We can rip one and then hit the Twitter workshop.
Well, I want to say my ride or die. It wasn't any crazy story, but it just got me thinking about this one. I haven't really told this ever. Not that it's like I'm hyping it up to be more than it already is. Okay, in 6th grade, middle school, we're going through our puberty,
What?
I've got the story's not going to go how you think it is. It's just, I had a friend named Charlie. We used to skip our orchestra class because we didn't like our teacher. We used to just hang out in the bathrooms for an entire class period. It was so stupid. But we also felt like bad boys because we were skipping class.
That's fun. That's pretty fun.
Yeah, bro. And so I had a flip phone. You can't change the volume too much on this flip phone, but I was showing him a video while we were in this bathroom, and it was the stupid Saturday Night Live song, the "Threw It on the Ground," dude. 6th grade me thought that shit was so funny. I don't know why.
Oh,
damn.
Wait,
yeah, all the way back
the name
in
of
6th
it? I
grade.
gotta remember the name. Lonely Island.
Lonely Island, was that it?
That's the guy, dude. I threw it on the ground.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, Andy
I saw it for the first time, and I guess I was just, I loved it
tasty.
so much. I was playing it in a bathroom stall. Next to this bathroom is a health class, and they're taking a quiz. They could hear music coming from the bathroom, so the teacher goes into the bathroom and finds these two 6th grade boys playing music inside of a stall together.
Damn.
And let me just say, we weren't in this stall together the whole time.
Oh.
He tried to I think he tried to go into the stall to turn it down or turn it off or something, and then this health teacher just came in at the exact time we got two boys in a stall together. And the
Wait,
walk
did they
out
just
of
bust
that
in the stall, or did they knock on the stall, or?
Yeah, he knocked, he said some shit, bro. I don't remember exactly. I was in 6th grade. This is a long time ago, but I remember the walk out of that bathroom. We had to walk right by this health class of everyone that was taking the quiz, and they saw our faces. Every one of their faces were just looking up and just staring at these two little gremlins that were playing music in the bathroom, bro.
Did you guys get in trouble for that?
I mean, yeah, I don't remember how much trouble for skipping class, but yeah, no, it was enough to for them to tell our parents about it.
You little rapscallions,
I
dude.
know,
Absolute
I know.
scoundrels, dude.
Me and this friend Charlie, though, he's also a friend that played RuneScape, and I found this out later, in middle school, that he also plays RuneScape. This
Everyone
man,
plays RuneScape.
yeah, this
Everyone
man
plays
is
RuneScape.
crazy though. We used to compete in our science class as to who can make the loudest noise slamming their heads on the textbook. And I would win.
What?
Yeah,
Is that-
bro.
wait, is that-
kids.
is that
how-
kids.
Is that how you got diabetes?
No, but that's how I made a UIM.
That's why he started the UI.
Yeah, bro. And then I
that
made a
makes
UIM.
sense, bro. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
bro.
Oh my god, dude.
And my middle school, they would hide edibles underneath. Like they had a broken toilet that they unscrewed, and they
Oh my god,
hid.
dude.
Everyone in the school knew not to use it, but they hid edibles underneath like the actual toilet until it just smelled so bad that they found it one day by taking
Edibles?
off. They took edibles,
Like weed?
That's
they wrapped
crazy.
up edible like weed brownies.
Why don't you just
they
put them
wrapped
in your
up.
why don't you put in your pocket? Put in your backpack.
Bro, they would sell them out of the bathroom, and they would just keep them underneath the toilet in
Bro,
there. and
I'm
they had,
not-
like,
I'm not eating
I
no
had
toilet
literally
brownie.
had
I'm not
like
eating that shit,
almost
dude.
the exact
Toilet
same
brownie?
story.
So many people did,
toilet
bro.
brownie.
Bro, there would be
Hell
a
nah.
tile on the roof above one of the bathroom stalls that people in my school would use to hide weed. It was one of the tiles on the roofs, bro. I never heard about under a toilet, though. Is that what you said? For
Yeah,
edibles?
like underneath. Yeah, they were wrapped up in like a bunch of plastic, but they would make
No,
a fuck
yeah,
ton of
no.
them, and
I
they
mean,
kept
if
them
they're wrapped
under-
up, it's fine. I get it.
Yeah,
Like,
that's just...
it's
We
not
would
making
smoke
contact.
spice
Actually,
in class, dude. You guys are
actually, one
cowards.
time, my boy slid me an edible on the floor. We were going on a flight. This was like, I think this is like my sophomore year of college. A couple of the lads, we took a trip down to Miami, and we were in the airport, and like right before TSA, I was like, I kind of gotta take a shit, and they were like, yeah, we actually gotta do stuff in the bathroom too. They didn't even tell me. And so I was like, yeah, I gotta go take a shit in the bathroom. They're like, yeah, we gotta do stuff in the bathroom too. So like, well, I'll go like right before we go in. And then I'm sitting there, you know, just minding myself, minding my own business, making a little event out of my poop. And then one of the boys knocks on the door, is like, Hamsey, you in this stall? And I was like, yeah. What's good, dude? And then he just slides on the floor in a plastic bag, little brownie. You know I ate that shit though.
Yeah.
That's so...
Bro, it's kind of
It's
like
in
a
a bag.
test. That's a test of the friendship. It's almost like he slides on an edible. If you don't take that shit, you're a bitch.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. No,
how-
it
how
was
you
it
gonna-
was
how
it
you
was
gonna do
sick.
that?
Also, actually, but you know what was not so sick was, dude, this is like some like OG edible days, you know, like this shit was fucking
OG edible day.
Yeah,
And
no
then,
measurement, just vibes.
you know,
Shit
no
tasted
measurement.
like
Yeah.
weed.
There was no like you
Fully
didn't really know what
tasted
you were
like-
getting. And then and so I said we were going down to Miami, but what it was a connecting flight. And like the first connecting flight, I don't even remember where we connected, but it was like a fucking hour flight, like you know, takeoff and landing type shit. And so the plane was so fucking small, dude. And I remember like you feel every little shake, dude. Like it's like
no.
you know those really tiny airplanes, man, like, where you just feel like, is this thing stable, dude? And like that being just cooked off your
Spirit
ass on a
Airlines.
brownie,
no,
like.
no, thank you, dude. No,
I
thank
was
you.
literally like, am I gonna be okay, man?
Dude, edibles back in the day were insane. Like
They really
before
were,
they
dude.
were professionally made, dude. Your friend would just. What my buddy did one time is he made. You know what a firecracker is? You take,
Yes,
like,
dude. When
a
you put it in the
cracker-
microwave, and the, like
yeah,
what's like
you
peanut
put
butter,
peanut
on a
butter on
cracker?
it. You put he did a bunch of those, and he ate a bunch before school.
Oh my
Like,
god,
and
that
they
is
were like
such teenager
caked.
shit, dude.
They were caked with weed, and we were on the bus to school. I slept over at his house that night. We rode the bus together, and like midway through the bus ride, he just goes, like a big burp, like a giant burp.
It just
The
reeks.
fucking bus reeked of weed, and everyone within like 10 rows is like, "Who has weed, dude?" And like, meanwhile, it's hitting my buddy. It's his actually France girl. This guy, same guy. It's fucking hitting him. His eyes are like bloodshot red, and he's like freaking out because he thinks everyone's gonna know that he's high. The whole day, dude, he burped continually all day, and everything reeked of weed. And I have never seen him more anxious in my entire fucking life. Like he thought he was gonna lose it all because his fart smelled like weed. Like it was actually horrendous, dude.
I've
I miss
never
the
heard
old
of
edibles,
a
dude. I
burp
miss those, man.
stenching up a whole room, though.
A
That
whole
is
bus.
crazy.
An entire
Yeah, a
bus in
bus.
movement with open windows.
That's
like
wild.
it was bad, dude. It was bad.
Dude,
That is
you gotta have
insane.
that skunk gunk on you.
He had that skunk
Dude.
on him, dude. Yeah.
When you're anxious like that, it just radiates off of you too. The people next to you just like feel it. It's
everyone's looking at you.
Yeah, dude, he's bright red, like a sheen of sweat. It's like 50 degrees because it's wintertime, and like beads of sweat are like pouring down him. His eyes are redder than the devil's dick. Dude, he's
there's
so
a giant arrow hanging above his head, pointing.
There
down
is.
At him. Like
there's a massive arrow.
Yeah.
And like we were like sophomores, I think, so we were all like, "Oh, he's high. It's him, everybody. It's him, dude." And, like that's the meanest thing in the world, dude.
Bro, I bet if you talk to him, he's never forgotten that shit either.
Oh no, absolutely not. Yeah.
Never. If you ask him, you're like, "Hey, you remember that one time where you're just annoyingly high?" And he's like, "Yep, 100%." You never forget shit like that.
Good times.
Ever.
Dude. Good
I remember.
times.
I got called up, blazed as fuck, to speak to a college class. Like 50,
Jesus Christ.
60 people, yeah.
They all knew.
It was this writing class, and
knew.
it was 3 days a week, but every day you'd pick someone to come give I guess it was a way of you remembering what you talked about, but a synopsis kind of what was going on yesterday, or like what we were compiling, what we were learning, bro. And I picked that day. I was like, oh, surely he's not gonna call me today, and I just get absolutely fucking fried.
RNG.
And then literally. And for some reason, when you're fried, you'd wear an outfit that kind of says that you're fried.
You're really playing the role.
A hoodie,
I wore
a
two
hat.
wrong shoes to school one time.
Dude, I decided to wear the most. I had no hat, like my eyes are just no sunglasses, just t-shirt, shorts. I just was the most obviously high, and got called up to the class and had to explain what we had been learning, which felt like 30 minutes, but it was probably like 2.5.
Did you do well?
No, absolutely not. I think I paused between every other word. Like it was one of those.
You made it through though. You made it through.
Oh yeah, 100%. I was with my friend. I went back and sat down, and he's like, "Dude, let's just leave and go rip the pen."
The Benjamin man.
After that one, because so I think we ended up just leaving the class and getting more high at that point. We didn't even stay. There was no point. But all right, are there any of these topics that you guys want to go through before we?
I don't see any new topics. Which call to the patrons if you would like to submit a topic for us to talk about. We would highly appreciate it. So if you have any burning questions or any good questions, something that's not overtly sexual this time, we would love to cover it. So.
Yeah.
I was about to say we have a bunch from the previous weeks, but dude, our patrons are horny as fuck.
We're not reading any of these, bro. We've done actually
as they should be.
Yeah, they're watching us. I don't blame them, dude. Honestly, don't blame them.
Read one out. Just read one out. We don't gotta answer it, but just how horny are we talking here?
All right. Say you have a buddy. In his ass is a fleshlight. And you fuck the fleshlight. No skin to skin with the buddy. Just straight fleshlight fucking. Is that gay?
Bro,
thank you to I Like Cups.
Obviously not.
For that one.
Not even close. Not even remotely gay.
I didn't think it was that bad, bro. You guys aren't lying, dude.
Yeah, no, I told you. That's been there for a while.
If your buddy was a fleshlight, would you fuck him?
That is such an obvious answer. That is such an obvious answer that we're like not even going to talk about that. That's why we.
My buddy is a fleshlight, for the record. Okay. And the answer is yes.
There was one that's not like overtly sexual. It's every time I wear my PJ's Tennessee Hot Chicken t-shirt, someone asks me if the food is any good, and I always say yes.
Next time we went over that
you're
one.
In Tennessee, you should check. Oh, you did.
We got to delete some of those. I think we've done like a lot of the non-overtly sexual or weird ones we have covered. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. I've got some tweets today, though.
I think I didn't really have anything coming in, but I think we came up with it during the pod.
Yes,
that was a good one.
I tweaked it just a tiny bit. Is that praying range at P2 Verzik is like wearing a helmet at the skate park?
Yeah, I like that.
It's good.
Or you should do riding a bike and at Seder.
But the skate park, the skate park is like where you can
do whichever one
the lads are at, and like you don't want to look lame in front of them.
Yeah, sure. I like that one. Jake, do you have some?
I have
a couple.
Oh, I'm so sorry. There's
it's
two
Jake.
Jakes. That's
Whoa.
right.
Yeah,
Whoa.
go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry,
Okay.
sorry.
I'll get
Jake
my
C.
one out of the way here.
Oh shit.
Shit.
We're
Yeah,
fucking it up
exactly.
again, dude.
Okay. Let me know what you guys think of this one. So much GP, I think I'm diabetic. Come on, dude. Come on, bro.
I know
dude.
Tpapa is gone.
That's
I
a
know
Tpapa
Tpapa is gone.
Dude, no,
Team
that's
Papa tweet,
fucking
dude.
heat, bro. That's fucking
That's
heat.
good.
I
Bro.
thought the
dude.
same thing, Jake. Same thing, dude.
Dude.
All right, that
Honestly,
counts, that
dude,
counts.
That's a
if you
Tpapa
sent
tweet,
that
you're
with a screenshot of you getting like a dupe fucking scythe or something, that would be.
You're kind of right.
If
Maybe
you
I should
find
save
it, if
for
you
those
can find an
moments.
old one too, you know, no one's gonna notice.
All right,
That's
some of
dope,
these
dude.
might be recycled. Some of these might be recycled into the following weeks, just for workshop purposes. And I suck at tweets, but I'm gonna read a couple of these, and you guys gotta to tell me. Okay, this first one's not really a tweet, but it's more of like a question for the cast. Who the fuck is Jojo Siwa? Who is that?
I don't really know. It's not a person. It's a thing. It's a character.
That's
it's an
All
idea.
I hear is that name. Okay, that's another thing. Okay,
Sounds like an
the first one is-
HLC and I'm not interested.
Yeah.
Real.
No.
Nine Rain, the type of guy to put the dogs back in.
Dude, that's a good. I like that one. That's a good one. I like that one, dude.
That's kind of like a,
That's so
that's kind of
dumb,
like
but
a
I
diss,
love it.
dude.
That's a bit of a diss, dude, but I like it because
Yeah.
Nine Rain's not here. I talk to Nine Rain every day, and he fucking, I never see him, dude. He
That's great.
hasn't come back, man.
I don't know why I was just sitting in my bed. I was like, man, I was just thinking, who let the dogs out? I was like, man, I bet Niner to let him back in or something.
I love that.
That's good.
The
That's a good
second one could probably use some workshopping. I don't know if it's actually good or not, but it goes, serving my country sounds cool, but I thought you were supposed to smoke with your other lips.
that's so stupid.
I delete that.
And I spelled serving my country like country is CUNTRY.
I like the
You
premise.
said mine
You're gonna
was
have
the
to cook it a little
Tpapa tweet? Man. I'm gonna take Tpapa's.
Yours definitely was the Tpapa tweet.
It was pretty Tpapa.
You know what? I'm proud of
yes.
that. I'm
I
proud of
like
There's
it a
an
lot, but
element
then
to
again, I
Tpapa
do
in
like
Crowd
Tpapa's
Access.
tweets too. It's like my.
I know.
Yeah, it's a
okay.
staple of the thing. So the Nine Rain one then, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
the
was a good
diamond
one.
one's really good.
Okay,
Sounds
I went
about
shotgun method. I've got 3 today, and I really
Okay.
don't know if any of them are good. They're either the best or the worst.
You look in pain when you're.
He doesn't want to read this out.
Just did a cleanse and had just did a cleanse, had all the seed oils and fluoride leave my body. None of my problems went away, so I realize now it must be the immigrants. That's
That's
bad.
I think the build up to it is a little bit long.
Yeah, no.
How can I
gotta find a
tell
way
where
to
that
shorten it.
direction was heading just by your facial expression before reading
Yeah,
it?
it's pretty bad. I'm not gonna tweet that, just so we're clear.
That is
I wasn't
Like, I
looking at
started-
your cam, but I could hear it in your voice that was going.
It was painful. It was a painful one to say.
You had like a
Something like
a
I-
pain in your voice.
Mm-hmm.
I started
Yeah.
taking supplements and I don't feel any better, so I'm just gonna blame the immigrants.
Yeah, I'm gonna just fit that in at the end of any
Alright,
sentence.
Anyway, if alcohol is so bad for you, how come when I drink it, I stop shaking?
I like that one better. I like that
That's
one
more.
better.
That's a little
That's a
more
really
palatable.
good
Wait,
one.
that actually reminds me of another tweet that I could use. Are you ready for
That's
this
a
one?
really
Okay?
good one, Daisy.
Just really quick
You
take.
like that one?
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
okay.
Yeah. I like that
I
a
do
lot.
like that one.
I'm fine with texting while driving because it means I'm not playing Pokemon Go.
Jesus Christ.
That-
Alright, that's it. That's all I
You
got.
could say, that's really good. You could maybe even say like they told me to stop texting, or they told me to stop playing Pokemon Go while driving, so now I just text.
So now I just tweet.
I got one more last one, and this one's just pretty out there, dude. So I'm just gonna forewarning.
all right.
Geeked off the honey pack, got my Jimmy rubbing against IUD strings, feeling like I'm playing the cello.
That's so good because it's so crazy. Yeah,
That
It's
even
like a
takes a
Dracula
while to.
flow.
Yeah,
It's like
Wow.
a Dracula flow. Yeah.
that's great.
fantastic.
That's
I like
number
it,
one for me.
dude.
Number one for me.
Damn.
Is that the one? Is that the one?
That might be the one, dude.
Yeah, we'll accept it.
Okay.
Wait, read
I
it
know,
back.
you
Read it
came
back.
with
Yeah,
some
one more
heat,
time,
dude.
one more
You
time.
came with some heat.
Geeked off the honey pack, got my Jimmy rub it against IUD strings. Feels like I'm playing the cello.
Yeah, dude, that's a bar. That's a bar. That is a fucking bar.
Dude, hearing it the first time, I didn't say anything, but when you said it was like Dracula Flow, hearing it the second time,
Yeah. Then you put it in your mind. It's like, oh yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Geeked off the honey pack. Just found the
That's
IUD
great.
I lost
That's
2 months
great.
ago.
That's great, dude. Also, I was
Okay.
just thinking about when you were talking about the Pokemon Go while driving, dude. I got a fucking abyssal whip while driving the other day. And,
What the fuck, man?
really not okay, dude. But you know, we're in the homie hunt right now. You know, every hour counts. I had to go
That's
to
true.
work, and I was on my way to work, driving my car with my phone in my hand, killing abyssal demons, and then I picked up I got a whip, dude.
That's fucking
Hell
insane.
yeah.
Not
Disgusting.
okay. I wouldn't
Bad
recommend it. Don't kill yourselves, guys.
All right,
You
guys
wouldn't
wanna send
recommend
these
it, but
tweets?
you're not
You
going
guys
to
ready?
stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. it's
3,
fun.
2, 1, shoot him. Shoot him out.
Got.
All right. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in to episode 59 of Based After
Banger.
Dark. We love
Dude.
you. It's great
We'll
to
see
see our
you next
returning
week,
cast members.
and you know what happens next week? Episode 60.
Oh, fuck. Don't skip. We have some news for you because we have recently reworked our entire podcast format. We will still be conducting one normal podcast a week, but now Tier 1 patrons will have access to a weekly exclusive Patreon podcast that's going to be even more based and more after dark. We've also updated our other tiers to include perks that allow you to directly interact with the podcast and influence the topics that we speak about. The Patreon will be linked in the description below.